falling into bid'ah. The third question is from Muhammad Razwi Khan. And the brother is asking about a situation he is faced with. And he's saying that he came from Medina with his 8 months pregnant wife. May Allah Azza wa Jal grant them a healthy and practicing child. And they came with the intention of Umrah. And when they came to Mecca, of course she made ihram from Medina. As we know, the location of ihram or the miqat for the people of Medina is Dhul Hulayfa, now known as Abyar Ali. So she made this and she prayed 2 rak'ahs for ihram and they went to Mecca. The minute they arrived in Mecca, she had this severe pain that prevented her from walking. So is it compulsory upon them to give a dam, to slaughter a sacrifice for this? Well, this depends. To answer this question, we have to know that the minute a person enters in the state of ihram, he is not allowed to break that state of ihram until he accomplishes and finishes his ritual, which is either Umrah or Hajj. If he doesn't, then he is still in the state of ihram. A lot of the people come with the state of ihram, they reach Mecca, and they find it a lot too crowded, more crowded than they have anticipated. So they just say, well, khalas, I'm not going to make my Umrah. They take off their ihram, they wear their normal clothes as if nothing had happened. And this is wrong. Once you say, Labbaik Allahumma Umrah, once you intend Umrah, you have to fulfill it. Unless, in 2 conditions. Either you make a condition. So if she was fearful for her health and she was afraid that it might not be possible for her to continue, she would make a condition. And she would say, Labbaik Allahumma Umrah. But if something would to come up that would prevent me from continuing my Umrah, then I have the right to take off my ihram and assume my normal life. In this case, if she did make this condition, known as al-ishtirat, in this case, alhamdulillah, once she got this pain and she could not walk, she could simply get out of the state of ihram without need of slaughtering anything or cutting her hair. As for the second condition that is allowed for a person to leave the state of ihram is when he is prevented from doing it, known as al-ihsar. If a person is prevented from completing his rituals, Umrah or Hajj, and he's prevented, not it's an obstacle or something that it is delayed for a day or 2, he is completely prevented from doing it. In this case, he is allowed or she is allowed to slaughter a sheep as a sacrifice and shave the head for a man or shorten it for a lady or a woman. In her case, in the sister's case, if she was unable to walk but she recovered a day or 2 later on, she must stay in her state of ihram. If it is possible for people to carry her, put her on a wheelchair and make the tawaf and the sa'i on a wheelchair, this is also recommended and this is what she has to do. But if the pain continued and she could not at all stay in the haram area and she was rushed into hospital and the doctor said she has to take a week or 2 off, and then afterwards she delivered and she gave birth, in this case she is considered to be prevented from finishing her Umrah, and therefore she can slaughter insha'Allah, and there is nothing more for her to do. But whenever she can, she will make up for that Umrah insha'Allah.